blah, he, blah, blah. Need to move that out of frame like so. Hey guys, I haven't even whew. It's a good day today. I hope. I hope it's good for all of you as well. Tell me what you're up to. How's your day? How are you feeling? Are you good? Are you bad? Are you in the midst of something? Oops. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna create a new one. Tell me how you're doing. Banner. Link. All right. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different thing than what we've been doing so far. We're going to use Miro in order to work together. We have 8 people so far watching, and I hope that more will be participating in a little bit. But what we're going to do is that we're going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is something called follow that banner. And that should be said like, the move that bus, but follow that banner. And it's supposed to be a format where we dig into one company's or one brand's way of creating a user journey from a banner to a sale. So the idea here was that I was just going to pre-record these videos and just follow a banner from the beginning to buying the product and then getting it home. But I think that it's much more fun to do this in a live setting where we do this together and we actually play around with it and discuss like what could they do to improve what they are doing. So I am let's see here if someone is in here. Okay, Facebook user does that. Sounds good. Valdemar Mattsson, all good. It's Friday. Yes, it is Friday. It is a very, very, very good day indeed. Someone says better from Facebook, and agree. I don't know to what, but agree is a good thing, I guess, if we're in a group of people here. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Dollar Shave Club eventually. And we're going to start with their online. I'm going to just flip this. You guys, if you join now or later, you can just write hello to everyone so everyone knows that you're there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at Dollar Shave Club and we're going to start in the Facebook ads library. So I searched out for Dollar Shave Club and found all their ads that they're running on Facebook right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click through the flow from here to their very end of their flow. What I have prepared a little bit here. So I have prepared so I went to Trustpilot and I just pulled home all of the reviews from them because it didn't seem to have that good of a rating here on Trustpilot. So I pulled down all of these and I created a word cloud so that we have some like base as to what people might be expecting when they come to Dollar Shave Club. And then I also did an engram out of it. And an engram, we've been going through this before, but an engram is essentially a way to show combinations of word that are frequent on the site. And this is very good to get a general view whether or not someone is positive or negative and things like that on a website that a word cloud won't do for you. A word cloud will help you out to see what are the most important components of this brand, or what are people thinking about when they're thinking about this brand, just the keywords, and then you start getting a sense of what they are feeling and what they're thinking about this brand when you do an engram analysis. There are free tools for this online, and I will post links to them. All you need is the text from them, and that requires some scraping. Now, in the Miro, I have put those 2 results so that we will be able to look at them and our suggestions to see whether or not we are on top of things, or whether or not, more importantly, that Dollar Shave Club is on top of things. Dollar Shave Club was the thing that won. I was really looking forward to doing the Biden or Trump campaign for this, but we'll do this more times. And as we move closer to the election, I think that might be a fun thing to do. So The Miro link is in, I think I will share it now on the Facebook page as well. I have shared it in a few places before. Let me just post it here in the right place. So I'm gonna post it here. Where should I actually post it? Here. I'll just post it in the comments. So I'll update the post as well. Edit post. Link to Miro. Sorry about that. Save. So now everyone's got the link to the Miro. If you refresh the page, it should be in the comments or it should be in the description of this one. So let's get to this. Hello, Anneli is in the house here, but I have another user here, guest researcher, who is in the place as well. But let's do this. Let's just start capturing things. Which one should we take? Let's just take. So they have some things that seem like activation ads here. They don't really have. It might be seen as an awareness ad, but they have this like shop now button here, which completely destroys the purpose of running an awareness ad. And then they have these more like lower funnel offer ads. So I think I'm actually gonna start with this one. Let's take this hair down. Yeah, let's do that one. And so let's take this ad. There is the ad. Boom. And it leads to this page. So where's Miro? I go here, up. And we are gonna take that one. Great. Like so. I'm gonna lock it in. And then we're gonna take this page. Whoopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have anything yet? No, try for 9. All right. So now I'm just gonna put that page up here. Here we go. Insert. Hello, Eric. Eric is here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Open. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm just like collecting the whole page so that we will be able to see where they are sending the traffic and what that looks like. Yeah, it's probably that way and then that way. So let's see if these ones align. Yeah, they align. They align and they align. Great. Just gonna lock them in so that we can play around with them. So this ad leads to this website, to this page. Now I'm gonna click on the next step here. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna try for 9. Now I get to this page. Okay. Need to create some kind of account. And now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking moreover that I should have prepared this beforehand, because this is not that fun to watch. Or just write in the comments if I should have done this before, or if this is okay to watch. I can already see some things that I would do differently, but I might not be correct on that. Right, so I'm going to do my first name, Ostrom. So I agree to terms. Yes, continue. Where should we ship? Save. Sankt Göransgatan 112. Oh no, I can't order. This is only US. No, and so we break. Damn it. That sucks. So I can't actually order here. but we sort of get a point of how they have structured their ordering thingy here. So let's just put that in there as well. Just outing my like so. Yeah. All right. So this was the one for the Dollar Shave Club onboarding. We will have to choose something where I can actually order the thing the next time. So the idea here now is that I want us to get into a mood where we use either some like conversion theory that you think of yourself, or we can use the one that I like to use all the time. And the one that I like to use all the time is the conversion formula, where motivation, which means that what do people expect when they land on a website? And expectations I usually withdraw from making these kinds of analyses. I do word clouds and I do engrams to try to expect what are people talking about around this brand. And if I get to know that quite quickly, I might also get a sense of what should be on the landing pages, what should be on these landing pages. And motivation is the first one. Value proposition, meaning what do I get, is the second one. The third one is incentive. Why do I have to do this right now? Friction is about what is stopping me from doing this. And in this case, we had a big friction where that completely blocked me. And then we have anxiety. What is it that makes me scared of doing this? And then I graded the landing pages and the ads with this. Does this meet my motivation? Yes or no? Does this have a clear value proposition? Yes or no? Is the incentive do I have to do this now? Is there some kind of friction that's stopping me? And do I feel scared of doing this? Is there something scaring me doing this? And so I'm going to unlock this and I'm going to move it over here so that we have it right where we have our assets. I'm actually going to pull in one of the other assets as well, which is more of a because I think that these come in a sequence that would make sense, so that you get one ad first and then the other. Right, so let's upload this. Come on. There we go. There is the other ad as well. So if anyone want to join me in the live now, like to live stream in the live stream, then that's perfectly fine, and we can talk about these things. But otherwise, let's just use the sticky notes and the comments in Miro. So if you want to join the Miro board, the link is in the description of the post, and it should be in the description of the YouTube post as well. I'm gonna just make sure that is the case. No, it was not. So I will just go ahead and put that in there to make sure that you guys are linked to Miro. All right. So for those of you who are watching from YouTube, you can now refresh the page and you will have the link to the Miro in there. Right. I'm also going to post it here as a comment in the Facebook group. Oh. All right. So about these first ones, what do we think here? Does this meet a motivation? Now, it doesn't really have to say on the thing like exactly what it is. It doesn't have to have this text. But I mean, considering if I would have if I would want to remove the hair that I have under my armpits, then possibly this would be a good example of that, because that's a hairy armpit, and then let's take this hair down. And yeah, probably makes sense. It would at least make me curious. I mean, this is a pretty eye-grabbing photo, and it would make me interested, like what's behind this? What is this thing? So in a sense, it works beautifully as an activation ad to take me from not acting upon my needs to actually starting to act on my needs. Looking at the other ad, so I don't know. As an activation ad, I think this would be good. As like an offer or as a acquisition ad, I don't think that this is good enough. I think that there needs to be some kind of more like stronger incentive, especially in there, to try to pull me closer to make a decision now. I have to have this reason as to why I have to do this right now rather than later. So I wouldn't, like, as a first ad, as an activation ad or as an awareness ad, yes, it's pretty okay. Like, it's a good eye-catching photo and there is some kind of thing to bring me in and know what this is about. The other ad here, on the other hand, which is more of a acquisition or convert, like it's an acquisition ad. You have the price is there, you have the race, like photo of the product, you have the free shipping, but it still doesn't tell me why I have to do this now, right? So I wouldn't say that this ad is any more effective than this ad. Maybe it's a good follow-up because this one doesn't include any pricing. So maybe this one is a good follow-up to that one. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Either drop the comments or you go and you start posting what you think about these things. I think this one lacks a clear call to action if acquisition ad, but it's a pretty okay awareness and attention activation. And the reason behind that, it's because of the eye grabbing photo. Because of the eye grabbing photo. Now, this one just lacks incentive. This one lacks incentive. And then some people are like, well, we cannot discount our products and we cannot do this or that. No, of course you can't, but you can use copy that makes me want to do this right now. Don't wait another day, or like, if I can limit the stock or the orders or something like that, just limit something that makes me want to do this right now. Make it into something that will be the first to join the whatever it might be. So you have to use some kind of copy in these ads that actually make me want to do this or make me want to complete this right now. Coffee cup. So now we are 4 people in here. And I think that what I'd like you to do, either in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube, what I like to do, I like to give you 5 minutes, 10 minutes to start making the same kind of comments as I did on these ones. I'd like you to do that on the landing page, to start evaluating, like, if I would have clicked this ad and I ended up here, does that make sense? Right? If I would have clicked here and ended up here, would that have made sense? If you are doing the track with the more converting ad, we're using the orange stickers, and if we're doing the more the other ad here, we're doing the awareness ad, we're doing it with I want the pink sleeve. There we go. Pink is much nicer. All right, so let's get to it. Let's play around with this one. Let's take some and let's make comments about what we think about this landing page. I know I'm asking a lot of you right now. What do we think? Martin here on Facebook. So one idea is to use several units in a carousel since the examples are so far apart from each other. Yeah. I completely agree. I'm gonna add that. So Martin, which one would you say? Would you say it's the one down here, the more converting one, or is it the more acquisition focused one than the activation focused one? I would use it as more of an acquisition. So I'm gonna add Martin's comment here, and that is like a combo of some kind. Yeah, perhaps. Oh yeah, maybe. But maybe actually. Let's see. One idea is to use several units in a carousel since the examples are so apart from each other. Or story sequel. Yeah, I think that these ads, that would be a good addition, because when we look in the ad library, they actually don't use the carousel at all. They have a few different versions of this ad, but this one looks nice. This is more like gifting, But they also use this strange copy, which is like here. Smooth shaves are in your future. And if there's something I know about marketing, is that whenever you add the word future, that's like the worst word you can ever use in marketing, like the future of unless you're selling like fear of future, then you're not going to make any conversions on talking about the future, because people don't care about the future. They care about the now. People care about loving things and being in existence. I'm not sure what this this finger up means, but I hope that it's about what Martin commented on. Otherwise, please make more clear comments so that I know what you're saying. But yeah, as I was saying, smooth future here is not a good thing, because then I'm like, I can do this in the future, and that's not a really nice thing if you want to use this ad to convert people into buyers. And considering the pricing of this, considering where we're at in terms of this landing page and the pricing, come on, let me be. Home. Interesting. I was sent home. Okay. The pricing here is so low that I need to convert people on every single one of these ads. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Right. Let's see what you guys have been writing here. Misinformation about hair. Would like some image first about hair. Yeah, definitely. Completely agree with whoever did this. There's a complete loss of scent here, right? If I click this ad and I end up here, then I am expecting some kind of reminder of where I came from. There is not the font. There is no like graphical image here. There is nothing on this photo that actually, because they are trying to bring me somewhere, and there's actually nothing on this thing that exists on this landing page. And I am having bigly issues with that. That's called the loss of scent. When you are making an ad and then someone clicks and then they can't find what they clicked on the landing page. I wrote a similar comment, but for the other one down here, because this razor has the razor on like mounted on the head, but this razor that exists here doesn't. And a small thing like that might make the visitor wonder whether or not this thing here is the same as this razor here. And since this one says 1050 and this one says 9, that doesn't make sense either. So keeping consistency throughout your checkout flow is of essence in order to try to make something happen. Address the pain it can be to remove it. Yes, very much so. I don't know if they had that in any of the other hands, but that's, if you do the waxing instead, that's horrid. So running low on razors, running low on razors. That seems to be their number one meme. Smooth shaves are in your future. It's the future. If they would have said like smooth shaves are painless, then we would have been in the same ballpark. But yeah, I completely agree. Add pain as some kind of like like a photo when like a crossed over, no more pain, and then Dollar Shave Club. Address the hassle of removing the hair often. Yeah, I think the awareness ad is tailored to women. This landing page seems to be for men. Yeah, maybe. I'm a man. I'm not really convinced by this thing, but I think that the packaging and they launched as a towards men. They were focusing on men. There's a great Swedish startup that is sort of the same kind of offering right now. I have lost the word what they're called. Martin says, good point. Looks like the Somi agency needs a team meeting with the e-commerce dev. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, this is a very attention-grabbing ad, but what happens? Is the purpose of this to convert? Then maybe this isn't the best ad, but it might also build the anticipation. So I'm not sure. Like this is one of those times when you'd have to have access to the data as well. I mean, these two following up on each other, then I think that this ad is pretty good, but this ad sucks. Because it doesn't have any incentive why I have to do this right now. And if this sends to this landing page with different prices and the different heads here, I don't know. That must be some room for improvement there. Image is not raising a face. Yeah, that might be a good thing because if you put a face that is not the similar face to the person who is buying, then that actually might pull down. So if you know exactly what you're targeting in for, like age-wise, men, women, all of those things, then that makes sense. But if you want to use the same landing page to pull a lot of traffic into it, then I think that. But maybe. I mean, the problem here is if you don't know a thing like the color of a skin and you use the wrong color of the skin, then a lot of traffic will be lost in time. The big gulp. Yeah, it's not a big gulp. It's a huge gulp. I do espresso and then I blend it with water because I like the taste of a lot of coffee. Valdemar says Estrid. Yeah, Estrid is the name of the company. I fucking love them. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't. I'm on YouTube and Facebook is pretty okay with the F-bombs, but YouTube, as long as you have one, they will find it, and then your video is no good. All right, so let's move down. Let's see what's the USPs of this product compared to others. So what are the unique selling points of this product compared to others? Yeah, I mean, if we look at their reviews here and I was surprised because I've heard a lot of good about the Dollar Shave Club. And there are a lot of good people, like a lot of people who wouldn't associate themselves if this was a shit product. But like they seem to have poor customer service. They're a joke. The quality of, and it's bad, if we go back to the reviews here, I mean, they have a 1.6. That's very bad reviews. And I don't know, maybe the sample size here is too small, but considering what we have here, what type of words we have here, I think that perhaps comparing them with others would only do them damage. But I mean, the price is what they're really selling on. They're they seem to be if I look at the reviews and I look at the price points and I look at the product, like how it's designed and things like that, I would think that they're the Ryanair of shaving, which means that it's okay to be poor quality as long as you're cheap and you just do the purpose. It might hurt a little bit, or you might have to throw it away after a day, or after one shave. I don't know. Here we go. This is something that I find interesting. After they've put the offer here of 9, then they give you another offer here of full-size refill box, ships and bills every second month starting October 25th. This is some kind of incentive to do this now. What data? We are it's a thing that it's the 25th today of what month? September, October. Where are we? Either way. But here we got something where they are sort of saying that I have to order now to get this. feels like something. Review your plan. Like, I'm doing it wrong if I'm doing only this. So I will review my plan and I will get this 2 months, blah, blah. The refill box as well. And that's only $19.95, which is strange because then, yeah, I don't get the pricing here, but I'm sure. I mean, they are a very successful company, and I'm sure that they've tested this down to earth. But this makes me curious. I'd like to look a bit behind the data. Yeah, the tiny price. Yep, but there should be a big price here next to it. If that is a tiny price, it needs to be a big price. Or maybe we are already primed with this big 9 price up here. There was the try button in the bottom here as well, and that was pretty cool. I mean, the way so I just need to underline, I'm not asking you to do this and just use this method when you're doing like suggestions, but this is a good place to start looking at like what seems strange on this page, and then you start looking at the numbers and do the user testing and some things like that, because then you are then you are actually a little bit like you have made a thought through process of it. The problem with that is that you then create your own bias, so you have to be careful not to just stick with your own ideas when you start seeing the users work, if you use Hotjar or whatever you do. For me, I think the USP is the subscription for new racers. Don't understand why they promote the shave, butter, and scrub. Well, the one product brands like Daniel Wellington and Dollar Shave Club and all of them having problems to maintain their growth after they've built. So they need to divert into more products. And we can see that most of them are going into new types of watches, or in this case they do the shea butter, prep scrub, and things like that to have a full series. Another thing which is cool, which a friend told me, that you might need a full series to get listed in some of the stores. So that is also something that makes them perhaps not sell that many of these, but what they do is that they might be liable for being listed at some kind of store if they have a full series. One idea is to use several units in a carousel, exactly, that was the one. In the first ad, it's a note that the 1050 is for the new members only. I don't see any information about that here. No, that's a very it's something with the pricing here might not be correctly set up. I don't know if I mean, no, I don't know. I really don't know. Image is not raising a face. I think awareness ad is tailored for women. The image should be more high-end to create better contrast to the hairy armpit and reflect the product design. I wouldn't connect this ad to the next. I think that's I would be concerned about that as well. And we would have to test that to see whether or not the change in quality there would affect the number of the ROAS on this one. This one lacks incentive, yes. Lacks what's included in the starter set, yes. I mean, that's really strange. I mean, since they're so big, maybe that's the wrong statement. They used to be really good because they've been very profitable. Let's have a look. What Dollar Shave Club stock buy sell dollar pre-IPO. They haven't gone on IPO yet, so let's do this then. Google.com trends, Google.com Dollar Shave Club. See here. Yeah, I don't know. They seem to be on a bit of they were on a ride, and then they seem to not be growing, at least. This doesn't give us a clear understanding of whether or not they're declining. It just means that they're not growing anymore. When you look at the search, the search interest over time, it's not the case that if this curve goes down, it's not that they're going smaller. You have to compare them to a competitor. If you know of a competitor, that would be a cool thing, but then we could compare them and see if the competitor has taken over the market. But I don't think they might have in this case. I just think that they might have stopped growing. And that's also a reason, if you like what you said up here, that's also a reason as to why they would probably branch out and create more products. So that they would then go into a new bubble of people. All right. Love this approach of workshop. It's obvious that too many companies add new stuff in the communication in each step of the sales funnel journey. Simplify. They will shave even if they're yeah. I mean, the thing I have against that, like, so I would love to have this workshop with a company if, they come and say that their sales is in decline or something, or that something has happened recently. But the problem with doing this, like, let's say we're taking a very profitable business, perhaps Dollar Shave Club is, and perhaps we're out of our minds even trying to do this, and they're like, we tried that 1,000,000 years ago, and that's a shitty idea. But in this case, then we have, we're just sitting here playing around and trying to find suggestions on what they could maybe beta test. But I think that if there is a problem, then I think this is a good workshop. If there is no problem, then you might be working with that bias, like the internal bias of, or we are tired of our website. And that's the worst situation in the world when you come to a company like, yeah, we want to rebuild our website. You're like, why? It has a 10.5 conversion rate, or like your conversion rate, it's 10% of like the of blended traffic, and I don't think you might get that much higher. Then I think that and they're just bored of their own website. Then I think that these kind of workshops would be damaging. Otherwise, I think that they're just like showing exactly what you said in your comment, that it might show that there is a disconnect between the communication outside of the website and what's on the website, and try to get that together. If we move over here to the sign up page, this is actually one of the nicest sign up pages I've seen in a long time. I don't feel, because this is really where threat comes in, like my anxiety levels comes in. Let's see here what Eric says first. Maybe the name makes it a bit hard to do a product line extension. Yeah, that's very true. But looking at the next page, I love your comments here on the second page and on the first one, and I think that is something that, if they haven't at least tested, they probably have tested those things. But I find it so strange. I'd like to see the data behind that. And if there is no data, then we have just done them a huge favor. Either way, when we get to checkout pages, the anxiety always comes in. There are two things here, scent and anxiety. So we need to be very clear on having the same color buttons, which is a problem here because they have the black buttons here and now they change. But I find it very unthreatening. I feel like this is an amount of information that I am very likely to fill in, and this is the information that they need to create an account for me. And I guess that now, since I did that, I will be retargeted like hell. So I actually like this very much. I'm not afraid. I can see there are big things here, like I can probably use this both mobile and desktop, so it's no problem. It will be very nice to use this. So I wouldn't see that people would have problems doing this. I know that there is some kind of like old truth about splitting forms into left and right, but I don't see that in this case. If it's a first name and a second name, I don't see any problems with the rest of this. And the good thing that I think that this is pretty tricky, that they make it a full window, the first one, so I don't feel as though I am gonna have to do the rest of it. So they get all the information. I think this is pretty neat, actually. So if I'm not making that clear, it's like they're making this first step seem as it's the only step by making it the whole window. I think I'm going to copy that, actually. That's pretty smart, because then users are like, oh, this is no information to fill in. And they're like, and then they click continue, and then they're like, Busto. There is a whole new section here with stuff that you need to fill in. I should probably do this, or I will be getting those threats again that we received in like that. And I'll do that. The problem in 2015 with the people sending me bad stuff over mail. Either way, so the user journey goes here from, oh, this is nice, I only have to fill in this, and they're like, damn it. And then you know that they already have your contact details. So you will go like, nice. Now I have to complete this. Otherwise, I will not get my offer. Maybe add some kind of incentive here. It's like a clear reminder of that this is an entry level offer of some sort. I don't know. I'm just saying words now. Martin has written something here. Let's go. I think every unit that shows a razor will give 75% more sales to Gillette. Razors equals Gillette. They should go for their hair thingy, armpit, full Monty. Display the problem, not the solution. Yeah. Yes. This is so true, Martin. I've actually received a lot of like information lately that the problem definition is so much better than solution. So like telling someone that you have a problem actually drives conversion so much more. I didn't know that was the truth before, but it is in my head right now, something that I need to sort of put in the test arsenal, because I've been too focused on solutions. But what people are telling me is that they are getting much better results when they are focusing on problems. So is that a general rule? Is that like something that I have missed in my marketing classes? Please tell me, so I am happy to be not be that. Okay, so what else do we have? Thank you guys for being a part of this. Erik, Magnus, guest innovator, Anneli, and Ellen. I love you guys for being. That was pretty a big word. I like you guys a lot. For being a part of this. I don't know how would you improve this page? I mean, besides the part that I could actually order. I don't know. Maybe they should have told me previously. There's the flag on top there, Canadian flag. Am I a Canadian? Maybe there was something I missed. Dollar Shave Club. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see if I can switch the country here. No, I couldn't. Let's see if I can order from the United Kingdom then. No, I don't feel like it anymore. Easy to cancel, yeah. Well, yeah, information about, there has been no information about that so far. Here in the agree to terms and conditions. Very interesting. There should be some kind of information about that. As soon as you entered your address, you should be giving a shipping price. For sure. They actually do have shipping and handling down here, but they're in Canadian dollars. I don't know what that means. Oh, maybe, wait, maybe that's the difference here. Maybe that's why, Canadian dollars might be more than American dollars. I don't know. But why would that lead to a Canadian site? I'm not even remotely Canadian. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think that there is so much more to do to that page. I mean, do you see anything? Maybe make this a little bit more intuitive to click on. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that was one full round, I think. I mean, I don't know how useful this type of workshop is, but I think that as we are, I mean, it would probably work better if we were two people commenting on this, and if I would have prepared the full flow to begin with. So I do these things, I pull in the conversion formula, I take some ads and the different paths that they take on a website. And then you get a full scope of like what the communication around this brand looks like. And then you get at least like 4 or 5 people who are just like commenting on it whilst you are there with the buddy and you're commenting on it. Why not use the creative on the form page? Like you start filling the form and the armpit gradually vanish. Oh. I'm not sure. Well, maybe. Yeah. I mean, as you start, yeah, I get it, but I don't know. Let's try it. It would be one of those things, like one of those cringe things if it would work. I really enjoyed this moment. Very useful for me. No need to prepare more. Okay, cool. But I think that this, I mean, also another use. I mean, the purpose of these moments I have with you guys is just to like, for me to test things out and see if it works. And if you guys pick it up, or if you guys want to do something else, if you want to be a part of the live stream and just say hi or be commenting on what other people do, then I'm more than happy to do that with you. Just send me. You don't have to be prepared. The only thing that I'm a bit concerned about is that whenever I ask of anyone to join, it's just a bunch of dudes. No, nothing against dudes, but if I ever like send out a message or something like that asking for participation, I get like 100 messages from dudes and like 1 from a dudette who is then recommending a dude. So I'm like, because here's the thing, representation is super important, especially in our industry. We have different experiences in life, and those experiences lead to different perspectives, and those perspectives help us become better growth hackers. And so in our industry, it's especially important that we have representation from every corner of society that might have a different experience than you might have. So encouraging representation from more people is something that is very close to my heart, because that would improve me. Egotistical, I don't know. I don't care, whatever reason you have for that. I don't care, but as long as you are on board with me there. With that said, I don't mind 100 dudes contacting me when I ask for participation, but I would like to see 100 dudettes as well. And I think that's the workshop for the day. I won't keep you for longer. We started out here looking at the conversion formula a little bit. I had prepared the word cloud that was based on the stuff that people had written about them on Trustpilot, and then I had an Ngram analysis of them just to see what are the common phrases in the texts that people write on Trustpilot. This gives us an idea that their poor customer service, the quality of is actually shit, is what comes after that. Or not shit, but they write garbage. That's the word they write. So with that information, we started out our journey. We had a look at 2 Facebook ads that we got from the ad library. And then we put them next to the landing page of those ads. And then we made comments on that, and then we tried to make a purchase, but I was stopped this time. In the future ones of these, to follow that banner, I will first of all prepare this, and then I will make the purchase of the product so that we can later on follow up and see if the quality was what they actually promised. So yeah, that was the workshop for today. I don't really know what conclusions to draw from this, but if you have any conclusions of your own, then just fill them in the comment section. Martin had one about the workshop, about how this would be useful, and I think that's probably something. If you are experiencing problems, if you're experiencing declining conversion rates or declining traffic or something like that, then I think that this might be a good workshop. All right. So I hope you had a great day, or have a great day, not had. So that would be a pretty slim day if you're not in like Asia. Yeah, have a good time, and let's see each other next week at the same time, or the week after, because I'm starting another group for marketing directors in Sweden. So I'm going to do every other week, one for them and one in this group. And if you want to take over and do it yourself, then I'm more than happy to let you in and let you do that. Yay. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye.